As you can see, this is my third video. I'm messing it all up today. Um, I have given some definition to my eyebrows, which I think that we should all give some definition to eyebrows. Sometimes they start, they're too short or they're too long or they're too short over here, so you need to get them a little longer. And I think it looks better like this. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and use this, which is a foundation, very light foundation. It's called Seconda Pelle, which means second skin. It blends very well with my skin. I have a very white type of skin. Should never use a darker shade of foundation, because first of all it makes you look older. I really don't want to do that, and plus it looks like a mask, and I really don't like that kind of effect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm using this, which is Lattice latex. I'm just gonna pat it all over, concentrating on the parts where I want more light. Okay, the nose, not put too much in the nose because it will show your pores too much if you put a lot of foundation. And try to use a foundation that possibly oil free or whatever you call it. Okay, when you're done, you cool it. Okay, and you can go on with putting some contouring on top of your foundation directly. I'm going to use this, which is brown. To me it's dark brown, to you might be not that dark, and with this light you can really see how dark it is, but it is pretty dark compared to my skin. And it's powder, and I'm going to use one of these fluffy little brushes. Get the product, see, get the product, take the excess and just go under my cheekbones as usual. So if you have a round face, it's just gonna give you some cheekbones. Do the other side. Do the contouring of your oval, especially if it's saggy. Mine is not that saggy, but still, I put a little bit right here on the highest part of my forehead. Once I've done that, I just go with the same thing that I've used for the foundation and melt it in a little bit. We don't want harsh lines. We don't want to look like it's Halloween or anything like that. We want to make it look natural, as natural as we can, of course. So I'll just go and smooth everything like that. Mix it together. If you're not happy, use your hands. That's no problem. And once you've done that, today I'm going to use Spot Collection, and it's for dark circles, and it's white, and I love it. I don't use it every day, but today I use it because, like I was trying to tell you earlier, I slept really bad. The little that I've slept, I've had nightmares, which is part of being a warrior, cancer warrior. Once you are diagnosed with cancer, it'll never go away, no matter how many years have passed. Now I've done my last chemotherapy and my last radiotherapy and my last surgery between the 22nd of May and the very end of September. So it will be 3 years in next September. But let me tell you, um, life is, I love my life. Not that I love being in this psychological situation, but I love living. So I make the best of it. But it's not easy. You just have to really think positive, and you have to use uh, that way of thinking, like Latins used to say, carpe diem. Take the moment, live moment by moment, and do whatever you like, which I intend to do and which I try to do. When I feel like crying and I'm down, I do it because I owe it to myself. I'm entitled to it. But after a while, you can't last forever. Crying on yourself really is not useful. Crying is useful to let it all out, but then you just have to smile and go on. Now I'm just going to take my rice powder and do what I love best. And Katya, my lovely sister that lives in England, knows all about this powder because when she came here, I taught her all about it. She really couldn't find it there, so she bought it here. And I put it in all the places that I want to highlight. So we put the dark where we want to hide, and we put the white where we want to highlight. You must be thinking, what the heck is she doing with all that stuff in her face? Well, I have a good reason, okay? I'll put it here, which is where I want to highlight. Slide gets shittier and shittier, and excuse my French. And I just leave it there for a few minutes. And in the meantime, I will contour my nose. I've done it. You can see these two lines. You might see it more on this side because the light comes from over there, but it's the same on the other side. And that is to shorten my nose because I feel like I have a big nose, a big potato nose. And I'll just go with another little thing like this, and I melt it going towards this side. Okay, this is just an illusion, I know, but it helps me feel better. And if I feel better, I'm in a better mood. If you see that the lines are too drastic, you can always go and do it with your fingers. Okay. Now I will take the pad that I use for my powder rice and I'll pat it. I pat it especially where I put it so that it will go away. It's a powder that really doesn't leave a lot of residue unless you put like tongs and you don't pat it well. Then you will go around looking like a geisha. And the residue that's left here, you just kind of pat it a little bit everywhere. And this avoids also that shiny look that you get when you sweat. I always, what I do, I take this in my little purse that I put in my bag, and I don't take the old powder with me. I just kind of put it a little bit and leave it there. And when I feel like I'm sweating too much, I'll just go and pat it. Okay? And this is it. Take the excess. I don't know if you've noticed, but I do have a little bit of pink in my eyes. I was trying something out because I wanted to do some pink, and so I tried it with some lipstick, some really strong pink lipstick, dark pink lipstick. I really like it. So, like I was saying, I am 51 years old. I am a warrior. My cancer now is on remission. Of course, it has left me, the therapy have left me so many, I don't even know how to say it, so many things, talking, physically speaking. You cannot see it from the outside. I really do want to show you myself on the outside. I'm a normal person, kind of skinny, but I'm pretty normal. But it has left a lot of damages in some part of my organs inside. So I have a hard time doing a lot of things, but hey, I can do so many other things. Now I'm going to put my blush, and today is going to be a creamy blush. Here I am. This is a simple creamy blush. It's like a peach color, so it's not too dark, and very cheap one. I don't even remember where I bought this. I bought 4 or 5 just in case I couldn't find them anymore, and they're very cheap. I use this, which is a very flat, nice, like kind of, how would you say, I don't know how to explain to it, but it's very nice feeling brush. They usually use it for foundation, which I really don't like doing with foundation because it seems to me that I'm just scaring the foundation from one side to the other. So I prefer patting it. So I put some product, and I just go on my cheeks, not chicks, cheeks. Haha, I'm losing my English, that's terrible. And I just go ahead and pat it along my cheeks, not here, but here. Feel free to just help yourself with your hands, and you do the same with the other side. Possibly looking at yourself in the mirror, not in the camera. This kind of gives you a glow, and as you get older, I've already used a lot of powder on me because I've used the contouring for the powder, and then I've used the rice, although the rice is so fine and so that it really doesn't set in your wrinkles, but just in case, I just don't want to use any other powder because powder kind of sets on wrinkles. This doesn't. It gives you a nice glow. If you by any chance don't like glow, which in Europe, in Italy, it's really in this year to have this glow on your cheeks, on your cheekbones. I would leave it like this. If you don't like it, I'll show you. It's not too glowy, but if you don't like that effect, you can same brush, pat it, pat it, pat it, pat it, pat it, pat it, pat it. You just take that little bit